Hello, my name is Kaisnet. I'm a sports medicine 3 student. I'm doing strength and conditioning for my second project for rock climbers, and specifically for arm, shoulder, and grip strength. I'm working with Connor Africa, who does recreational climbing as a hobby. He's currently up at LTC as a student, and he's a freshman. Our goal is to increase strength in certain muscle groups, improve grip strength, and proper warm-ups for the body prior to his exercises to better his strength in climbing, while also conditioning his body to achieve stable climbing activities. Now, if you don't strengthen nor condition your body at all for climbing, you're basically asking to be injured and to not be able to climb well either. You have to haul up your own body weight, hang on a climbing wall, or an actual mountain for 30 minutes or way more. You can't physically do that if you have no muscle, have done no conditioning, or have no endurance either. With none of that, you aren't ready for such an activity. Now, we started with our baseline testing, which includes pull-ups, dead hangs, and scapular pull-ups, grip strength measuring, plate pinches, wide grip pull-downs, and wrist curls. My client doesn't particularly warm up before his daily workout, so I didn't include that with our initial testing, as I really wanted to see where he was without any of my input yet, or things that could technically make his outcome better. In his baseline testing, he was able to do 9 reps of scapular pull-ups, 7 reps of wrist curls of 30 pounds, 9 reps of pull-downs with 100 pounds, and he did 13 seconds of plate pinches with the weight of 45 pounds on each. First time measuring his grip strength, it came to be about 185 pounds, and he was only able to achieve a half of a pull-up, and these are our exercises with the reps everywhere. And for his grip strength, there is a device to measure that, and it's a hand dynamometer. You grip it as hard as you can, and then it measures through that for the pounds. And for his dead hang, it came to about 28 seconds too. Now, there was a slight hiccup during the project as my client injured his shoulder after our first testing while he was in an exploration class. He still doesn't know exactly what's wrong, but there's a lot of pain when using pressure in the shoulder area and when pulling up his own body, which is a key exercise in this program, unfortunately. So I ended up scratching pull-ups as he couldn't make it past a half of one and didn't want to farther damage anything. We did decide to keep doing pull-downs, scapular pull-ups, and dead hangs as it didn't bring him too much pain and still able to go through with the program. Connor does need to warm up prior to his workouts as it'll get his body actually ready for his exercises and can prevent injuries, and we'll be doing 3 sessions in total as to not farther his injury or irritate it too much. Now, this is a simple layout of my workout program that I gave to my client to follow and remember. It just consists of exercises from our baseline test, our warm-ups, which are arm circles, 20 each, wrist rotations, 20 each both ways, kettlebell swings, 2 sets of 10, and scapular retractions, which are 20 reps. We started with dynamic stretches, which is our arm circles and wrist rotations. This gets his body moving and fully working his wrists and shoulder ROM. These also reduce injury during climbing and workouts. We then did kettlebell swings replaced with a weight as we did not have any kettlebells. This is a full body workout. It works hamstrings, straps, lats, glutes, and more. The scapular retractions we did are good for strengthening before someone's actual workout, and we did use bands with ours just for the strengthening part, and so it actually works his body more. For a second session, we really didn't see any changes, or at least positive change. We did start implementing the warm-ups as I gave to Connor, which was good, but his pain level went up when doing the scapular pull-ups, but still achieved the same amount, which was 9. For the final session, things took a negative turn. His scapular pull-ups went down by 3, although his wrist curls were able to go up by 2 with the same weight. His pull-downs stayed the same, and his plate pinch time increased by 2 seconds. His grip strength also improved 2 pounds, which is 187. His dead hang decreased by 2 seconds, sadly, but we do believe it's due to his recent shoulder injury and can't work that area as well as before the injury. So in the end, there wasn't great improvement for my client in the amount of reps done. There was an injury within the project that had to be accounted for, and it did affect my client's ability to do certain exercises and the outcome of them. On the brighter side, his plate punches and wrist curls did improve a bit. I have line graphs here on the side giving a visual representation of the improvements and the decrease that happened. Our scapular pull-ups went down, wrist curl-ups up, and then our pull-downs stayed the same throughout. And then for our grip strength, it improved by 2% at least, and our plate pinches went up too. The dead hangs did increase, though, by 2 seconds. The past 2 weeks weren't able to show great progress as my client was injured after our baseline testing. If my client were to continue this after the project and when he's no longer injured, I believe that there would be great improvements and it would help him with his climbing journey. His reps would go up and his body would be able to handle his weight more when climbing, as he is a 230-pound man. So that's a big weight for someone. This takes a lot of time and practice to achieve a good climbing status. Thank you, and have a good day.